Welcome to Jam with Jordan,
Andrew,
and Matt. Sorry for missing last week. Had a company Christmas party and it got out kind of late. That one's on me.
And I went to bed early.
That's really what it was. I was on my way over and Andrew's like, "Don't come over. I'm going to sleep."
Well, it was already...
It was 7. It was the same time it is right now.
No, it wasn't.
No, it was not.
I called you at 7:30. I would have been there at 8.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. We've done worse. Anyways.
I didn't feel like waiting for you.
8 o'clock, bro. What are you, a fucking 7-year-old man? Like,
Sometimes.
bro.
Geriatric. Have you seen his pill bottles?
Jesus. Alright, we got that out of the way. Swear words, talk about football. Let's get into it. We'll start with the pretty fun Monday night game, actually. Seattle and Philly. That upset, though.
Very big upset.
Disappointing.
Philly,
With Drew Lock starting, right? It's not
Yeah.
even like Gino was in. Drew Lock, who don't they held him in check. Not held him in check. I feel like Seattle didn't let him do a whole lot in the beginning of the game. And at the end of the game, they're like, "All right, man, throw the fucking ball."
Yeah.
After Kenneth Walker scored 2 touchdowns, like, you get to throw the ball. And that last drive was fantastic. Great. It looked so good. Fucking DK, that fucking catch by JSN, super
Eagles
good.
are in trouble.
I think teams figured it out, though, right? Because if you just play back and, like, keep the defense, like, double-teaming, like, A.J. Brown and not letting him get anything deep, like, they gotta keep everything short, and for whatever reason, their run game isn't doing anything.
They haven't been using their run game as much, though. It doesn't make sense.
Hurts.
This doesn't make any sense to me. Why aren't you... You have DeAndre Swift still, who's healthy.
Yeah.
Unless there's something we don't know about, obviously.
True.
But he's healthy. You still have... is
Dallas
Rashad
Goddard,
still
A.J.
playing?
Brown, Devontae Smith.
Kenneth Gainwell.
Yeah, Kenneth
But
Gainwell.
that's the one they use, though. They just fucking dump shit off to him, and
Yeah.
he's fucking
Yeah.
garbage.
The defense is playing like ass.
They fucking hired Matt Patricia,
And it was,
weirdly.
and I guess, and for what it's worth, Jalen Hurts flu game.
Matt Patricia fucking the Lions out of a playoff spot again.
Yeah, Jalen Hurts, like, technically, I mean, so, yeah, he wasn't feeling well, but when you go out and you run for 2 touchdowns, I think you're fucking fine. But you just, like, don't let anyone else do anything. You're just, I mean, he's just, I don't want to say playing hero ball, but he's trying to do it all when he really doesn't have to. He has the weapons to not have to take it all on the shoulders.
I guess I just don't understand what their game plan is anymore when you're not, like, A.J. Brown's not catching the ball.
Yeah.
Devontae Smith is doing okay, but, like,
He's a little guy.
you're not running it with DeAndre Swift. It's the same thing, my problem with Atlanta right now. You're not using your star players the way you're supposed to be using your star players. You're ignoring them, actually. And that's crazy to me.
And they were just, I mean, they were 10-1 at one point. They were dominant this year. They're dominant last year. Nothing has changed. They're healthy, as far as we know.
Well, their offensive coordinator changed, and I think that's a big problem that they're having.
Like, their line is still fine. Like, they just, there's something is not right with that fucking team.
I do wonder if maybe you're right. Maybe we do hear something in the offseason, like, DeAndre Swift getting fucking surgery. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, I guess I'm not an offensive coordinator. I don't know.
If they come out and struggle this week against the Giants after already playing against them this year,
They might, though. Like, the Giants' defense isn't bad, right?
No.
Like, the Giants' defense is what keeps them in games and allows them to, like, manage to, like, have some weird wins every
the
now and
Giants
then.
are like a get-right game because they just look like shit against the Saints, who are also pretty bad. Like, the Giants, like, is a bounce-back team, and if they struggle against them, that's a fucking bad sign. Like, Phil's window might be over. It might have been last year.
They're going to get screwed by Tommy DeVito.
I want my man Tyrod starting, so that's who I'm hoping gets the nod this week.
It's going to be a rough game.
I mean,
Plus,
I'll take Tyrod.
I think you stay starting Tommy DeVito. He's the hot hand. Sure, he had a bad week last week, but, you're not the Vikings where you just like, let's go with the other quarterback because our backup quarterback did bad one game.
Yeah, I mean,
Like, it's the carousel of quarterbacks. Just it is mind-boggling to me.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
And
guess,
the team that doesn't change their quarterback, that doesn't make any sense to me. The fucking New Orleans Saints.
Oh, yeah.
They have a chance to sit Derek Carr for
They're
a couple
paying
weeks
him a
and see what
ton of
happens.
money,
I don't.
and
I
he-
don't.
I like-
I
that's
don't
gotta
care.
be it.
You're trying to win,
Sure.
right?
I mean, they're still going to potentially win that
Something's-
division. That's not because of how bad.
Wrong.
I don't know, man. The Raiders are paying Jimmy G a fuck ton of money, and they're sitting his ass right now.
Yeah, I don't get that one either, but
I do because
playing for anything.
they're actually bad quarterbacks. They're not good.
Jimmy G had only a couple of games to show it.
He looked like dog shit.
Right, I
Dog shit,
agree.
dog shit.
Dude
Yeah.
couldn't hit Devontae Adams if he tried.
Sure. And if Aiden O'Connell gets hurt and Jimmy G comes in, he'll probably play fine.
I don't know, man. Jimmy G looked like ass.
Jimmy G's not a starting quarterback. He's a good backup quarterback.
He's a great backup quarterback.
But like,
he can go anywhere.
But if you're a team, you're paying someone that money, you have to play them. Like,
I know we should stop paying all these quarterbacks stupid amounts of money when they're not good.
New York,
whole division
New York
needs to
has to
learn.
figure out what the fuck they're going to do next year with Daniel Jones coming back. They have Tommy DeVito and Tyrod. Like, they're going to have to roll out Daniel Jones because they're paying him a stupid amount of money. But it's not like
how
never
dumb
make
do you
decisions.
gotta feel when you get Tyrod Taylor's game plan, he does well, and you get Tommy DeVito's game plan, they do well.
I
And
hope it's
you
a
get Daniel
realization
Jones'
that you
game
don't
plan,
need to
he does-
overpay a fucking mediocre ass quarterback. There are people that'll throw the fucking ball.
Right.
Fucking look at the Bengals. Their backup looks great.
Better than Daniel Jones.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a high bar, but yeah, Jake Browning is really fucking good.
He's better. He's definitely better than Daniel Jones. Not even close.
Oh yeah,
He is throwing to really good weapons, though.
It's
Let's not get that
impressive.
twisted at all, because like he had T. Higgins and Jamar Chase.
It's impressive
Yeah.
to me, the fan base that Daniel Jones had. People love Daniel Jones somehow. I just don't.
I don't know, man. New York fans.
Like, he's
New
never
York teams.
been. Like, he's okay. He's a decent quarterback. He's a good backup quarterback.
he got him a playoff game last year.
Saquon got him the
I
first
don't
game.
know. I mean, yeah, but Saquon. I mean, yeah, he did good, but Daniel Jones. I mean, also
Saquon had an amazing year last year.
I agree. Yeah, I know, but Daniel Jones also technically is part of it.
When he was the guy, he was the shit.
Yeah,
That's what Saquon does.
right.
When Daniel Jones was the guy, they were shit.
Yeah,
true.
but he
So,
also because he can.
I don't, like-
I mean, he can pass and he can run.
We know
We've definitely seen Daniel Jones.
why they won.
Right.
Without Saquon Barkley, they don't even make the playoffs.
Well,
And that's evident by the years before with Daniel Jones without Saquon because he was hurt, right?
yeah, there are
Yeah.
games this year that they were playing, and if Daniel Jones was in, they might have won.
Why?
I mean, the games that
I
Tommy
think
DeVito
that-
played like ass, maybe he does a little bit better. I'm not saying that he's not better than Tommy DeVito. I'm saying that he's not worth that much more money
No,
than Tommy
absolutely
DeVito.
not.
I don't think Daniel Jones is a bad quarterback. I just don't think he's a good starting quarterback.
No, and
He-
neither. I mean, a lot of starting quarterbacks shouldn't be starting. Like
I agree.
Like
I
initially
100%
Derek
I
Carr.
completely agree.
Half the league has
Yeah.
that problem.
Like I said, I truly hope that we learn to stop overpaying quarterbacks when they have a somewhat mediocre year,
We're
and
not.
just realize that like the next guy up might be just as good,
It all started with Joe Flacco.
and start paying the running backs. Honestly,
Bad contracts for quarterbacks started with Joe Flacco.
also I do wonder if like the amount of injuries we're having to quarterbacks this year, if we start to realize that their shelf life might not be that great either, and we start again
Quarterbacks
comparing
don't-
them better to fucking running backs.
No.
Like I'm not saying the running backs have a better shelf life than quarterbacks, because we all know that's not true. But if quarterbacks' shelf lives continue to look like this year's been horrible for quarterbacks,
This
there's
has
been a
been
ton of
awful
quarterback
But I
injuries.
think that's just quarterback play too.
But if their shelf
Between
life looks
injuries and
diminished like it
quarterback
is
play,
now, though, right? Do you think they stop paying them nearly as much, and so they can spread the money around?
Because they are the team.
I don't know. Maybe enough
Quarterbacks-
injuries happen. We go back to like an older style of football where we do have to have a better run game.
When you think about the biggest stars in the league, most of them are quarterbacks outside of Tyreek Hill, Justin Jefferson.
Sure.
It's quarterbacks and wide receivers.
Yeah,
So, like, those are why they get paid those ridiculous contracts.
the face of the franchise. Yeah.
If your star Daniel Jones is what they want to be the face of their. Stupid New York, right? It hurts to say this. That's who they want to be the face of their franchise. They don't want Saquon Barkley because then they got to pay Saquon Barkley also, and they don't think he's going to be lasting long.
Which I don't understand. Sign them to a small contract. Sign them to 4 years. They sign quarterbacks to fucking long deals.
Dude, Patrick Mahomes.
Well, and like also the thing is like I mean running backs like usually get hurt more often than quarterbacks do, except
Oh,
this
yeah,
year.
absolutely.
But and, I mean they're also
No,
getting
this
hit.
year,
Every,
too.
We've had some
and
pretty
they-
good quarterback
well,
running
and
back
like, I
injuries.
mean, like again, they're getting hit every single play. It's like hard to stay healthy, which is like what
Yeah.
happens. And Saquon is no stranger to injuries, obviously. But yeah, no, they're just some quarterbacks certainly deserve the money, but there are others that don't. And like,
Absolutely.
I mean, yeah, you win some, you lose some. Like in picking who you're gonna like or making the right pick on a person.
I'm
but,
okay with someone like New York missing.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
hilarious.
It's. I mean that. I mean, yeah.
You're gonna miss.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just contracts happen. Bad contracts happen all the time. I don't think they're gonna stop paying.
But they're also used to like subpar
Quarterback's
quarterback play there,
ridiculous.
right? Eli Manning was there. He was like average. He was pretty mid, but he also, I mean,
He
he
was
helped.
the
He
king
was
of
there
the
for 2
band.
Super Bowls, but like exactly, he was there. Like they thought he was the
Joe
thing.
Flacco won a Super Bowl, also mid.
Yeah, and
Who?
Joe Flacco also
Yeah.
got paid a bunch of money, and then like
Mid.
turned out not to be. Yeah, and then like kind of tapered, like tail off a little bit. Like and
Like,
yeah,
they're not bad quarterbacks. They're good enough to not win games.
They have little
Or to
bit.
not
They have
lose
like little
games,
spurts
rather.
of like greatness and like
Yeah.
where they and like little runs, and then like Nick Foles. Nick Foles fucking came in and helped the team win a Super Bowl, and they got paid and was like never really that good of a quarterback.
Dude,
And
I
then there's like
told
little
you he
spurts.
wasn't a good quarterback when it happened.
I mean, yeah,
He got to
I
play
know.
3 games
Yeah, fresh legs.
with a great team.
Oh, I know. Then he came in, fucking whipped that
Did
big
we?
dick out and
Like
won
I
that
said,
fucking Super Bowl.
Phenomenal backup quarterback. Your backup quarterback can win you a Super Bowl. That's cool. He's
It's easier when
obviously
you got
one
a
of the
good
best.
O-line and a good surrounding cast.
But they're
Well,
really
yeah.
like Nick Foles when he got a contract. It's like when the Green Bay
Matt
Flynn.
Matt Flynn.
Seattle paid that man a 5-year
Matt
deal
Flynn
because he
dropped 5
came out,
touchdowns on the
shits on
Lions.
Detroit. Matt Flynn, dude, that game happened, and I was like, that dude's about to sign a fat fucking contract. And then they draft Russell Wilson, and dude fucking doesn't
Russell
make it out of the
Wilson and Geno
preseason.
Smith,
That
right?
dude was on the bench his entire career.
Yeah, because he's not great.
Gino was in New York at the time.
Was he? Who was the other quarterback they were? Because there was 3 quarterbacks there that was fighting for that job.
I don't remember.
It
In
was,
Seattle?
Yeah, it was. There was someone else that was big at the time.
I want to say Tyrod Taylor, but I don't think
It
he
might have
was.
been Tyrod
I don't know if it was
Taylor.
there or not.
There's another.
But yeah, that was.
It was just fun. I just
I mean,
couldn't-
Matt Flynn kind of like set the bar for like what backup quarterback can make, I guess.
dude,
He fucking didn't hurt.
that was nuts. But yeah, there's a lot of bad quarterback play this year too. On top of the injuries, there's even the starting quarterbacks in some teams are just
Was it Drew Lock? It was Drew Lock.
Drew Lock. Yeah, that's what. And now he's there again. But yeah, it's quarterback play has been pretty dog shit between like just the bottom 15 quarterbacks are bottom 15 quarterbacks. Like they're really bad, and you know what? Jared Goff's not one of them, so I'm pretty happy. You know what I'm saying?
He had. He turned it around.
He had one good
turned,
game?
No, he turned it around after the last
Dude,
like
okay.
3 shit games.
Name me a quarterback that doesn't have shit games in the NFL. Name me one quarterback
I'm
this
not
year that
saying-
hasn't had
I
shit
can't do
games.
that.
Brock
So-
Purdy. Brock Purdy is the leading MVP. He had 3 bad games because he didn't have 2 players.
I'm just saying that I think the shit games was like Jared Goff that we've seen before. I'm saying that when he plays really well, like that's to me the outlier.
He's, you know, in the past since 2017, he's number 1 in yards. He's like tied for
Dude, Blake
5th in
Bortles used to lead the league in
touchdowns.
yards. All right,
Number 1 in completions. But I mean, he's bad, right? Like
when he's bad, he's real bad.
Dak Prescott has had such dog shit games. Literally, 3 of the top MVP quarterbacks have all had stretches of bad games this year. This year, not just Jared Goff,
Against
right?
better teams though.
I can't help his schedule. Dak Prescott has had played plenty of bad teams, right?
Yeah, but he looked good against those.
No, he
teams.
didn't. Not the ones he played. He lost to the Jets.
No, Dak. No, they shut them
Who
out.
did they lose to? They lost to a really shit team, and I was like, oh yeah,
Cardinals.
Cardinals. There it
Yeah.
is. So like,
Yeah.
we didn't lose. We lost to divisional opponents, people that we play twice a year, every year, and like that happens, right? I think we can all agree divisional games are tougher than
Yeah.
out of division
Fair.
I mean,
games.
your defense also had some.
Our
down
defense has had a
weeks.
lot of injuries.
Yeah.
We're about to get C.J. Gardner-Johnson back. We just fucking shit rolled the fucking Denver Broncos, who have been super hot. They've won 5 of the last 6 games,
I know.
and we just
very good.
steamrolled them. Their defense has been
Their
great.
defense has been good. That I agree.
5 touchdowns. Jared Goff threw 5 touchdowns.
He likes playing at home.
He likes playing indoors.
He's playing when it's
Yeah.
warm.
Hey,
That man
who
get
doesn't?
a,
He's fucking
You're right.
lived in his whole career was in L.A. And then he comes out here, and we have 2 fucking teams that don't understand what winter is and have outdoor stadiums.
Home field advantage. All right, let's move on.
Everyone loves the snow game.
No, we don't. That's not
Everyone
true.
loves watching a snow
I
game.
hate
I don't
snow
want to watch a
games.
snow game from the
Stupid.
warmth of my
Oh, yeah.
house. All right, let's talk about Buffalo beating Dallas at home.
Boy,
I think beats a really loose word. They fucking destroyed Dallas.
They
Dude,
did.
fucking That was such a. It was like all rain
James
that
Cook
game.
ran
James
all
Cook
over that fucking
ruined
team.
the Dallas Cowboys.
So Josh Allen only threw like 9 times.
James Cook said, "Look, everyone, all you got to do is run on Dallas. You got this."
Yeah.
I think we're gonna see a lot of run plays this week out of Miami. They got a lot of fast fucker guys.
That was
You got
nuts.
Achane coming out that backfield. You get the Tyreek Hill back there. You get the Waddle back there. You get that whole team is so fast. How the hell is Dallas? I don't. See
And the
Dallas
leading touchdown
beating-
scorer this year, Raheem Mostert.
Yeah,
That's
right.
about to be fucking
Dude,
nuts.
it's gonna
And
be a good
Miami's
game.
home.
It's gonna be a
Yeah.
good game. I can't wait.
But James
We
Cook.
knew this was a rough rough end of schedule for Dallas.
Oh,
and
yeah.
starting out with that loss against Buffalo,
And
they
have to play
clinched
Miami.
playoffs already, but like they still want to get that
Yeah.
home field.
Well, they 2 of the games are rough because they got to play Miami and then us.
Yep.
We're playing in Dallas, which is luckily warm stadium, so Jared Goff will be good too, right?
Potentially, yeah.
So
That's the
we'll
thought.
see what happens. I'm excited for that game. That's gonna be a great game to watch.
Should be fun. Got the Raiders whooping the shit out of the Chargers. Was that 2 defensive touchdowns?
It was so bad that at halftime, much like everyone in on social media in the world, Richard Sherman said they should fire Brandon Staley at halftime. That was such a bad fucking game.
49-0.
The Raiders go from scoring 0 the week before to 49 and 63. That is nuts.
That score at the end.
They got
Was so
the
less
over by
indicative.
themselves.
Yes.
That game at the end. The end score is so less indicative about how that whole entire game went. They only scored 21 points because the Raiders just said,
Yeah.
we're tired. We'll just let you guys do whatever you want. They don't score 21 points if the Raiders play the whole game. They
You're
score
right.
maybe a touchdown.
It was insane.
That was such a bad game to watch.
Yeah, I mean, can't expect much out of them. Herbert's out. Keenan Allen wasn't playing. They don't know how to use Eckler properly. And Easton Stick is, young, but, they just...
Also,
That was bad.
fuck you, Brad Staley. You almost lost me my fucking playoff game.
And
Negative 5 points for that defense. That's crazy.
finally got fucking fired. Thankfully.
Deserved.
Yes.
That is a masterclass on how to get fired right there.
Yeah.
Let up 49 points in the first half.
And now they have to go
Las
play
Vegas.
Buffalo.
Dude, it's going to be...
A potential bloodbath.
They're going to get boat raced out of
Yeah.
that game.
So that's going to be a lot of fun.
Unless, we get the Josh Allen that we all know and love every once in a while.
Dude, at this point,
Talking about quarterbacks that have really bad games.
I'm not saying Josh Allen
Josh
isn't-
Allen's one of the worst.
I'll-
This dude has thrown an interception in every single game. Even the games he's winning well. He's throwing an interception just to do it. Because apparently he wants to be the first player who's thrown an interception every single game and still make the playoffs.
he...
Loves interceptions. I know,
And
I
he
get
hates
it.
Stephon Diggs.
Right. And Gabe Davis.
God, he used to love Stephon Diggs.
He did not throw one this week, though. Thankfully.
But he has so many interceptions this year already
Yes.
that he can afford to not throw an interception the rest of the year.
He
Right?
has interceptions in every game except this game against
How
Dallas
many
and the game
interceptions
against
total
Miami.
does he have?
A lot.
How many interceptions total does he have?
He right now has 14 interceptions.
So he needs to throw 3 more interceptions to average an interception a game.
Yes.
That's crazy.
it is nuts.
But,
And
I mean, their smart game plan is just to fucking use James Cook again.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, that's probably why they used James Cook last game too.
it was also pouring rain.
Yeah.
I mean, they're playing the Chargers defense, who we just saw get fucking mollywopped by the Raiders. I think they can do
Aiden
whatever
O'Connell
they
and-
can do whatever the fuck they want against that team
Oh, yeah.
right now.
And
Dude,
they're
if they
in
don't-
LA this time, so it's going to be clear weather.
If Josh
They're gonna pass
Allen,
him.
Also, wasn't Josh Jacobs out? They're fucking starting Zamir White, and I
Yeah.
forget who the
Amir
fucking
Abdullah.
Yeah, like the fuck out of here. Like,
yeah, it
how
doesn't
do you
even make
not
sense.
play defense?
Right, at all. The first game they played, Khalil Mack had 4
Six.
sacks? 6
6
sacks?
sacks.
Yeah. That's why I started their defense in my fantasy football league, because I was like,
horribly against.
oh, Las Vegas just put up 0 points last week against a shittier team, and Khalil Mack just had 6 sacks earlier this season.
Which was the game that Easton Stick played and Aiden O'Connell came in, played.
Yeah.
And that was his first game starting, and he had that fucking go down. And he was like, the second time, I thought it was going to happen again too.
Wow.
But he came out and he was like, I'm not letting you guys sack me again.
I mean, it was hey, good for them.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
I still won my playoff game, luckily. But
It's Tampa Bay beating Green Bay.
crazy.
I definitely thought I did by 14 also. That fucking... Green Bay.
In Green Bay.
In Green Bay. That was fucking...
Right.
That's insane.
Baker Mayfield finally realized he's playing football on a team with good receivers again.
He peppered Chris Godwin finally.
Yeah.
Dude.
And Rashad White's playing well. I mean...
Dude, Rashad White's playing great. Surprisingly. He's had such a rough start to the season.
I think Tampa finally realized, like... I mean, they don't have to play great to fucking win their division. Because it's so fucking bad. But, like, I mean, they needed to win some of those games. And Green Bay was definitely a statement.
They're
They're
literally
fucking
just
a good team.
the three bad teams in that division are just carouseling that top spot right now, and that's crazy.
Yeah.
Baker Mayfield with Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Otten, Rashad White is carouseling the top of that division with Arthur Smith being literally one of the worst coaches that still has their job left. I literally thought he just deserved to go before any of the other coaches.
Not Brandon Staley.
No. Maybe.
Dude,
The thing about Tampa, though, is like you said...
Bijan Robinson.
The Chargers have better weapons than Brandon Staley was fucking taking that
That's
team.
true. I agree.
That's
with
the
that.
only argument I got.
Well, like, you get this new weapon in Bijan Robinson, right? And you're like, yeah, we drafted him first round. He's going to be starting. They say he's starting. He doesn't have starter numbers.
Nope.
He doesn't get to run the... Tyler Algier outsnapped him this week against the Carolina Panthers, and they lost that game.
Cordell Patterson ran in that game, too, and got a touchdown.
What is Arthur's... I don't understand what Arthur Smith is thinking. He doesn't use Kyle Pitts. He doesn't use any of his weapons. He's just like, we'll figure it out as we go. They use their backup tight end more. They use their secondary weapon. Drake London has been a non-factor.
Yep.
Completely.
I think he does it intentionally. I think he just wants to... he knows he's sabotaging fantasy for people. I think he's made comments about it. He's
You
just
already
intentionally... I agree. He's
Arthur
a fucking
Smith,
idiot.
you're a head coach of a football team. I don't care about fantasy football. Use your star. That's so petty and stupid. That sounds dumb. If that's what he's doing, he deserved to be fired before he started this job. That's crazy. That is the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
Yeah.
You think he has something on the GM, on the owner? Like, that's why he hasn't lost his job yet?
Maybe. It's
I
got
don't
to.
know.
Dude smashed his wife or something. He's like, that's some fucked up photos.
Like, I don't understand how, as a head coach of a football team, you underutilize your stars that bad.
Yeah, that is insane. Again, they technically, I think, could win the division still if they win out and the other teams lose. That's bad. It's fucking horrible.
And I think it's time to pull the plug on Derek Carr. Just be like, okay, well, we tried. Here's
Dennis Allen's
Jameis for
also
a little
an
bit.
idiot.
Huh?
Dennis Allen, the coach of the Saints, is also a fucking idiot.
Well, he probably won't have his job next year either.
Probably not.
There's going to be a lot of coaching jobs open.
Yeah,
I think we're going to see a lot of ex-NFL players as head coaches after the year that... Because I think Oakland Raiders head coach
Antonio Pierce.
he's probably going to keep that job because he's been outstanding.
Yeah.
Obviously, Dan
D'Amico.
Campbell's been phenomenal.
Mike
D'Amico Ryans.
D'Amico Ryans has been great.
Mike Vrabel.
Mike Vrabel.
With what he's
He's been
been dealt,
fine.
with what he's been given,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. It's been kind of rough for him.
But yeah, I think that's kind of the way to go. It seems like that's the new trend that is catching on pretty well.
Yeah.
We got Cleveland with that comeback against Chicago.
Yeah.
I mean, you can just tell you guys don't want to win.
Yeah. That would have been, I mean, they definitely shouldn't be winning, and, like, they're not going to say they're intentionally
You guys keep
losing.
on giving
but-
up leads, like not even small leads.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
big leads, like
Well-
multiple touch score games.
Well, not to mention that it was so... And it was like the first time that a team ever like had or quarterback threw 3 interceptions and they had like X amount of sacks or something like or led by like 14 with so much time left and had to have picks. It was like 40 something and 0. Now it's like 40 and 1 because the Bears are fucking awful.
You guys are off. That's
Well,
the problem
they can't close out games.
I think you're just trying. You have to be trying to lose.
Well, yes and no. Like,
What do you think? You think Justin Fields is like, I want out? They're like, hey man, throw the end of these games. We'll deal with you.
Maybe.
I mean, why? Hopefully, I think Justin Fields.
He threw what, 2 picks in that game, and both of them were Hail Marys that aren't his fault. The first one at the end of the half, not his fault whatsoever, right?
Also, wasn't a pick. It hit the ground, and they called it a pick.
Yeah.
It was not. It shouldn't have been called it, but they fucking
Fair
insisted
enough.
it was.
And then at the end of the game, Darnell Mooney, that ball fucking hits you.
In the chest.
Cradled it on the ground.
Dude,
Yeah.
you're on the ground. It hit, like, it bounced on
Yeah.
you. What the? I
Yeah,
don't fucking understand, bro.
Both of those interceptions are 100% not on Justin Fields. Justin Fields is a decent quarterback.
Yeah.
Your offensive line is literal dog shit. And your receiver, you have one really good receiver. Your running backs are meh.
Yeah.
Like, you just have no good players around him, and people are trying to blame Justin Fields. I get it. He can't throw the ball, but that's because he has no fucking time to throw the ball.
In this game, Cleveland has a good defense, like statistically the best defense
Cleveland
this
does
year,
have
and
good
maybe
defense.
like it's going to be a top defense like that we've seen in a long time.
Looking forward to
And
them against Houston.
the Bears defense fucking blew it at the end because they let David Njoku just get let him fucking catch it and go downfield, and then Amari Cooper got a long touchdown. He should have been tackled
Joe Flacco's been
sooner.
hitting David Njoku like a motherfucker. These
Yeah.
last
Dude, that's his guy.
I
Yes, there was the Bears defense fucking blew the
I
game.
hope
At
it
the
doesn't
end.
work out this week.
Yeah, 100%.
That was rough.
I don't... Yeah. You guys gotta figure some shit out.
We had Indianapolis just fucking... They destroyed Pittsburgh even after like what went down in that game.
They lost Michael Pittman, they lost Zach Moss, and they still fucking came out. Pittsburgh has got to go. They got to go. I don't want them in playoffs.
No,
at all.
no, not even a little bit. I don't want to watch Mitchell Trubisky or
It's Mason Rudolph this week.
Mason
Yeah.
Rudolph.
Yeah, they're starting Mason Rudolph this week.
Like, this is miserable.
I feel bad for
watching
Tomlin this year.
that
It
team
sucks.
play. It's so painstaking because they're all low-scoring games because the Steelers have a really good defense.
Yeah.
But, like,
No, they're out of safety now the rest of the game, their season.
I really hope they lose every single game the rest of the season so we don't have to see them in the playoffs. And I feel bad because I love Mike Tomlin. I think he's one of the best coaches of all time, top 5 all time. But
Yeah.
yeah, that player deserved to be suspended for the rest of the season. I see everyone dogging about, well, it's football. Blah, blah, blah. Dude, he is the most. He's been suspended or he's gotten in trouble 5 times this season. It's an issue. Sure, maybe he didn't mean to do it this time, but the dude lunged, like, you see the dude vertical in the air, and
Yeah.
you still lunge, even if you hit him with your
Not
shoulder.
even, dude, he was going to like fall on the ground. Like you just have to stand there, wait for him, and touch him. Like you don't need to like fucking destroy him.
Exactly.
Like, the best thing he can hope to do is hit him so that he drops the ball. And even still, you can fucking push the shit
Push
out of
him.
him. You don't
You
need to fucking
launched.
spear his ass.
He launched off
Yeah.
the ground into the guy who's vertical or horizontal in the air.
Yeah.
So you can only hit him in the head.
Yeah.
Just because you used your shoulder instead of your head and protected yourself doesn't mean you're not liable for what you did. People are complaining because they're like, oh, it's football, we're just taking everything away from the defense.
Saying
and blah,
he hit
blah,
him
blah.
cleanly. Like
My guy, that is the dirtiest hit we've seen all season long. You could have ended that guy's career.
Yeah.
And that includes Kareem Jackson getting in trouble multiple times too.
Yeah.
Like, it was just such a dirty fucking hit.
Dude, people are so over emotional now about things. It's like, dude, the NFL is trying to protect their product.
Yeah.
Their players are the most important thing to to their teams and to the NFL. You got to protect it. You can't just let players do whatever they want because it's football. It's supposed to be physical and blah, blah. No, you're supposed to protect. They're getting in too much trouble with all the CTE crap going on because they didn't care about it for so long. So now this is the repercussions, and I think he fully deserved that suspension.
I the argument that people make about like it's football, like you want to see big hits, like the games are still fun to watch. Like don't get me wrong, I did love as a kid. I loved watching like fucking Troy Polamalu just fucking like level somebody. Like those are fun to watch, but the games are still fun to watch. Like, I'm not losing out like enjoyment watching games because they can't fucking just end someone's fucking
They
career.
can't ruin your
Yeah.
life. Like, I don't want to see people get their life
Yeah.
ruined. I want to
There are
see.
ways to make big plays without being
There
dirty.
are plenty of good and big hits
Yeah.
that happen that we don't.
Yeah.
That don't end up and being injured or getting fined.
Yeah.
Because there's ways to do things, there's proper ways to tackle, and then there's the improper way to tackle.
Yeah.
And launching yourself off the ground at a defenseless receiver at their fucking head is not the right way to play football.
Not to mention if the roles were reversed and you're that receiver or you're getting someone launched at you, I guarantee that safety would have been mad as fuck if he got hit the way if he got hit that way.
And
I get you're playing defense like the guys are receivers and like you're supposed to do it, but there's definitely way better ways to do it. And like, why the fuck would you? Why would you want to just intentionally do that to someone? That's fucked up.
And also, fuck Tom Brady. This guy's coming out going, "Well, it's on the quarterback."
Oh yeah, he
like,
did. Yeah,
dog.
the
the quarterback was being rushed, right?
Yeah.
And he tossed up a ball.
He made the same argument that we make a lot. Like, so there are times where you see quarterbacks kind of leave the receivers in a bad position, which is fine. And it happens. Like, it's not right. I mean, it happens because like the way the play develops and everything else. But they don't do it intentionally, and they're not always doing
trying
it.
to lay out
Not
your
to mention,
receivers.
it wasn't like he wasn't setting him up for disaster on that one. He's not expecting I'm going to throw it to this guy, and this guy's going to fucking spear him like he's a goddamn WWE wrestler. Like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah.
Like, he's not doing that intentionally.
Brady, shut up. You're not an analyst. You're not good at it because you're an asshole.
You had rules made up for you to fucking protect
Literally,
you.
one of the
and,
most
like,
protected quarterbacks in the NFL history is coming out and trying to dog other quarterbacks. Like, I get a quarterback play. I agree with him. Quarterback play sucks this year.
Yeah.
But that was not on the quarterback. He tossed the ball when he was running away. Michael Pittman didn't have to go for that ball. He could have let it hit the turf because no one was catching that ball. So he went for the ball, and it's not on Michael Pittman either. This is 100% on the defense. This is on the defensive player, 100%.
Yeah,
It's not like he was like playing defense on the ball either. Like, he came from behind him.
Yeah.
Like, he watched the whole fucking thing. And I've seen the play. Like, Michael Pittman, there's no world where Michael Pittman isn't hitting the ground with that ball.
Yeah.
So, again, even at best, you're trying to knock the ball out of his hands. Go try to put a hand in the way. Like, you don't need to fucking spear him. Like,
No,
it's fucking insane.
It's crazy to me that people are making up an excuse for it. I can't.
So who was it? There was a forward defensive player that came out like defending the hit. And I'm like, are you?
Sounds like some Vontaze Burfict type shit to do.
No,
it might have been.
It wasn't.
It might have been Richard Sherman.
No, it wasn't. It was older, and I'm gonna waste my time.
Well, that's
looking it up.
because older people they're so stuck in that old school mentality where you should be able to lay people out for no it's.
Gardner Minshew is definitely not setting up for his fucking best receiver
Not a
to get
chance.
fucking hurt.
Not
That's
a
insane.
chance.
Like the
Michael Parsons came out.
Who?
Michael Parsons said it was clean.
Dude, Michael Parsons.
He said it's almost like football is turning into basketball.
Michael Parsons needs to get his podcast taken away in general. You see what he said?
He says a lot of outlandish shit.
You see what he said? He came out crying because people were judging the Dallas Cowboys for what they did this past week.
They should. They look like ass.
Right.
What the fuck?
That's what I'm saying. He's like, people are just waiting for us to fail, and blah, blah, blah. And he's
You
crying
failed
about it.
spectacularly.
Like, dog,
Yeah.
stop having a podcast. You don't need it. You're ruining yourself. You're making people hate you more.
Yeah, you're putting a target on your back.
You think people are judging you now? Just wait until you lose again. It's going to be even worse. Dude, people are going to roll on you. And he's talking about how, analysts and former NFL players getting all upset on these podcasts trying to talk shit about the Dallas Cowboys. Like, yeah.
Actually, how do you be a NFL player and come out and be like, "That's not a dirty hit"?
Yeah.
Bro, like that.
You knew
could
the
have ended
rules.
that, dude. They could have. Dude, there's no doubt that could have potentially ended Michael Pittman's career.
Yeah, 100%. That was,
So he's concussed right now, isn't he?
yeah, he's
He has-
questionable
yeah, he
for
has
this week
concussion.
still, but yeah, I just, it's not okay. It's not an okay play. It's just, it's, the fact that people defend it, it is indefensible to me, at least.
Like, the goal is to outplay them and be better at your position than they are cleanly. There's no excuse for you to fucking intentionally go after someone and try and hurt them because they're beating your fucking team? Okay, play better, play some defense, get up in there and swat the ball away.
That's that
Don't fucking
headhunting
tackle
shit.
them.
Yeah.
That's that shit that the Saints used to do religiously.
Oh, it's fucking bounty? Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. Like, there's no need for that shit.
Yeah. He's like, everyone. It's just his job. Like, it's your job. These people want to go home to their families. Like, you don't need to fucking lay them. Fuck, it's crazy.
One thing we didn't write down that I just thought of, Rashad Mendenhall.
I also thought about that too. Do you know about this? Rashad Mendenhall. Do we really want to talk about this?
Yeah, he came out because I think it's the most ignorant rant I've ever fucking heard in my goddamn life. Even though I agree.
Oh yeah,
but it's such an ignorant ass thing to say.
You can keep it to yourself.
I disagree with his opinion. I agree that an all-black team.
So he said that he doesn't like that white analysts are coming out and criticizing him with football.
Dude, it's crazy.
And then made the comment that if the Pro Bowl was an all-black team versus an all-white team, the all-black team would shit on them.
Yeah.
Cool.
I mean that's true.
He's not wrong.
I saw J.J. Watt's response to that, actually. J.J. Watt said...
he would do it.
No, he said... He goes, you're probably right. No, none of our corners can keep up with Tyreek Hill.
Yeah.
Or Justin Jefferson. Or Stephon. It would be lopsided.
But the thing
that's a stupid thing. I don't understand. Why is that mindset? I don't understand this. Why is it a white versus black? What is this? Well, because you think black people are superior now all of a sudden? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Well, and also, and not trying to defend anything here at all, the analysts, sure, they happen to be white. They are doing their job and they're criticizing somehow how you play. That's fine. That's what they're supposed to fucking do. You know what you can do in return? Criticize their shit analyst skills.
I criticize shit analysts all the time.
Exactly. We know a ton of analysts that are fucking horrible, but they have jobs because of this. They're doing their fucking job. And if you're not doing your job well, you're gonna get called out for it.
Right.
Yeah, you're a public spotlight.
Exactly.
That is the if you're a public figure, you're going to get criticized. I agree.
Dog shit.
I think you should get called out for doing stupid shit and dog shit all the time. At work, if you do something wrong, you should get called out for that shit. You're doing shit like ass.
Rashad Mendenhall's just a dumb piece of shit. That was just such a shitty comment.
Yeah.
So ignorant. I mean,
not all things have to go on Twitter.
Just because it's right doesn't mean it's not ignorant.
Well, that's destroying him.
Oh, 100%.
Because
I've built the lineups in my head of players this year.
Sure,
I know the players of this year. It's fucking rough, dude.
Tight ends, and Christian McCaffrey. Quarterbacks, not anymore.
Well, not anymore, but
linemen.
Yeah,
sometimes
there'll be O linemen too.
There's the one that's outside.
There's better. I think Jason Kelsey is the best center in the league.
There's a few of them that that are really good.
There's
a few.
It goes back and forth.
Yeah. The occasional middle linebacker.
Yeah. But quarterbacking, you got Patrick Mahomes, right?
Lamar
Jackson.
Oh yeah. And then
Jalen Hurts.
And then all the Caucasian team would be Josh Allen.
And that's a problem because we're the only team with quarterbacks.
Jared Goff. We'll take Jared Goff, I guess.
Stafford's playing really well. You guys got Cooper
Brock
Kupp.
Purdy. Oh, we have Brock Purdy.
You guys got Cooper Kupp.
If you put a bunch of stars around Brock Purdy,
he'll play well. You got the best running back in the league, Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah.
But after that,
we got best running back and a top 5 receiver.
But you don't have any running backs after that. That's the problem.
Nah, we ain't got.
He'd have to play every snap.
Yes.
Yeah,
it would be rough.
We'd have wide receivers locked down.
We got nothing, man.
By a long shot.
Yeah.
We got
cornerbacks
locked down, safeties
locked down.
Plus, for linebackers, only 2 white linebackers I know in the league that are worth the damn. Max Crosby and Nathan Vander Esch.
Anzalone.
J.J. Watt could come out. Oh, T.J. Watt.
Our linebacker is really good. Your defensive line would be...
defensive line.
Yeah, T.J. Watt.
Both of us would have a decent defensive line. I feel like we'd have a little bit better. So you got Myles Garrett and Aaron Donald on the same defensive line. And Sweat. And
Roquan Smith, Khalil
Mack, dude.
Oh, we get both the Bosas.
Yeah.
Which, if there was a black versus white team, those two would definitely be on board for that shit. It was one of the I heard that shit. It was fucking amazing.
Oh, you guys could get Riley Cooper to come back and play.
I heard that too. Yeah, Riley Cooper. And then there was some good ones.
No, but it's
Brian Urlacher.
Yeah, it was just such a stupid, ignorant comment.
Which, I get it, man. You're not in the league. You're not going to get in trouble or anything. But,
that's good.
Now they has to go to Twitter. And, also, just because you're mad at an analyst, dude, there are other ways to talk about analysts than that. I don't know, Skip Bayless.
Don't make it
ridiculed all the time.
Dude, Skip Bayless is a dumb piece of shit.
Exactly.
He's the worst analyst on TV.
Yeah.
He's also never said anything stupid enough to the extent of a black versus white team.
Yeah, because if he said that shit, that would...
100, yeah.
It would look real bad. Yeah. Real bad look.
Fucking...
It's a real bad look anyways.
Wild.
It's fucking insane. Oh, man. That's fun. Cincinnati beat Minnesota.
Came back and fucking won that
Came
game.
back. That game was fun.
Cincinnati.
That game was fun.
I wouldn't mind
It
if they
was.
made the playoffs. I wouldn't mind if
I
they
don't
made
mind
it.
Cincinnati making the playoffs.
Jamar
I mean,
Chase got hurt though.
That did.
He might have sprained his shoulder.
If you don't
Yeah,
have,
sure.
if you don't have Jamar Chase,
T Higgins, that T Higgins catch though.
T.
was-
Higgins is a
good.
dog.
That was
That T
amazing.
Higgins catch was
T. Higgins
fucking
is a
amazing.
dog.
Dude, so my girlfriend saw a TikTok of it, and she's like, "You're gonna have to explain this to me." And I'm like, "That's fair. I understand why you want me to explain that to you. Having to explain how the pylon shit works." And I went over. I'm like, he fucking reached out. Ball went over the pylon. The pylon is inbounds of the end zone. Counts. And she's like, "Oh, that's really good awareness." I'm like, "You're damn right it is."
That was
Right.
potentially the catch of the year.
Well,
It was up there. It was a great.
Yeah,
that was just a
probably.
great play.
It's probably
like when
top
it
five.
happened, I watched it. And I go,
Yeah.
that was a great
incredible.
play.
Yeah, it was
That
so
insane.
fucking good.
And what's his name made a really good catch that game too. What's the other wide receiver there?
Not Tyler Boyd.
Yeah, Tyler
No,
Boyd.
Tyler Boyd,
Tyler
he
Boyd
had-
had an incredible catch too.
It's like on a post, right?
I think so. Yeah.
They were balling.
Yeah.
But that's what I don't understand where Tyler Boyd disappeared to, because before Jamar Chase got there, Tyler Boyd was incredible too.
Yeah.
They have two wide receiver ones and a borderline wide receiver one, wide receiver two.
Yeah.
Because Tyler Boyd is borderline,
Yeah,
for
he's
sure.
good. He's
So
been absent this year,
he's
but
probably
he's
gonna,
good.
He's probably going to be going somewhere else next
T.
year.
Higgins
because
might be
he's-
going somewhere else
Yeah,
next
T.
year.
Higgins going to get paid.
He's going to get paid to go be number one
by
receiver
the-
somewhere else.
Probably by Kansas City.
Dude, Kansas City should pay him.
Yeah.
Oh my
They need
gosh,
to.
should they pay
They
him?
need to.
They should
That'd
give
be
that man
awesome.
whatever he wants. They need to go out and get like 3 new wide receivers.
Yeah.
Two receivers at least. They can keep Rasheed Rice. Go get 2 new wide
Rasheed Rice has
receivers.
been good.
Yes. They're just gonna get rid of Kadarius Toney.
Yeah.
Yeah, T. Higgins on KC. Oh, that team would be so good. T. Higgins, yo, get your agent to call KC. That's all I'm saying, man. Like, they'll pay you. We know they'll pay you. They're not paying nobody else. They got Travis Kelce and fucking Patrick Mahomes. The only ones getting paid.
Or you should just go to the Lions.
You guys
No.
can't get everyone.
I'm just kidding. We don't need them.
But Cincinnati, definitely gonna get that wild. I mean, hopefully get a wild card spot, and that'd be really cool. Minnesota, get the fuck out of here. I really wanted them to be good. I don't know. Nick Mullins was fine. I think they gave up on Josh Dobbs too quick.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And
These
their
teams-
defense has been really fucking good this year. And they actually played well that game. They just blew it at the fucking end. And they let fucking Jake Browning come back on them.
they're just not great.
No.
They're not. They're not going to make the playoffs.
They technically still might. NFC is. I mean, they're both divisions.
I
Their
think Green Bay
conferences
takes
are
it
really
before
weird.
they do.
Sure. Because right now the fighting for the wild card. I mean, technically Seattle, the Rams, the Packers, the Vikings. Yeah, it's going to be interesting the way that shapes out. But good for Cincinnati. Good for Jake Browning.
All right, you guys ready for picks?
Yeah.
All right, so 2 weeks ago, the final count went Matt, 11 correct games. Andrew, 6. Jordan, 4. I killed it. All right,
We're still losing.
me and Andrew are still tied. So right now, Jordan's got 2 losses, and Andrew and I both got 3. All right,
Sounds
Game-
like we're getting McDonald's soon.
we said steak. We said steak. They ain't got a steak at McDonald's.
They have a steak
Steak
and
and
egg
egg
bagel.
All right, Thursday game. New Orleans at the Rams. I'll take the Rams.
Rams.
Next, we got Cincinnati at Pittsburgh. I'll take Cincinnati.
Cincy.
Yes.
Do we want to put money on the Rams' future for the Super Bowl?
No.
I'm a little bit.
Nope.
A little bit?
Nope.
Okay.
Not even a little
I'll do
bit.
it for us. It's okay.
Because the Lions are going to win.
Well, if the Lions don't,
You
you,
can
guys
hedge.
can still cheer
You
for
can hedge,
Stafford.
man.
You can still cheer for Stafford.
I'm going to cheer for Stafford.
Because, like, the Niners, I mean, it's not good odds, but the Rams, that'll be fucking
Are
cool
you
for me.
choosing Cincinnati at Pittsburgh?
Yes.
You don't want free money on Mason
I
Rudolph?
think the next one you're going to be able to...
Dude, I fucking...
Buffalo at the Chargers.
I think
Bills.
We all are picking the Bills. I'm almost guaranteeing it.
Yes.
The Bills are a 12-point favorite.
Yo, Stephon Diggs needs to fucking ball out.
Oh, it's on Peacock.
If you're Keenan Allen, do you
I got it.
fucking play?
I got
I
you.
do.
Okay.
If you're Keenan Allen, do you play? Do you fucking care about this year at all? He's already hit
No.
some personal
No, absolutely not.
bests.
Don't play him. Don't play him
No.
at all.
He's already hit some personal
Don't,
bests and stuff.
don't,
I agree.
Don't you ever don't come on that fucking field. You stay on the sideline. Absolutely not.
But he's probably going to play.
Yeah.
It's not fucking worth it.
No,
It's-
I agree.
He's,
Oh,
he's,
got
too,
no
he's too
Herbert,
old.
yeah.
He's not fucking worth it.
Trust me.
He can still play another year at least. It's definitely. Oh, it's
Maybe
not
he's
worth
got
that
some
injury.
rapport with Easton Stick at practice or something we don't know
got
about.
shit
I don't
with
fucking
fuck
know,
all
man.
that. Fuck all
I
of
don't
them.
know, man.
Fuck him.
I agree.
He'll probably play.
God, what a good guy.
If he
fuck him.
I mean, at this point, the Chargers are openly fucking tanking. They have. I mean, unless they come out this game and just let Austin Eckler fucking rush for 200
They
yards
doing
and 3
shit.
touchdowns.
That team is fucked.
I agree.
He shouldn't play. Eckler shouldn't play. Fucking Keenan Allen shouldn't play. It's fucking dumb.
Eckler has to
I
play.
did need
He's
Eckler
still-
to play though.
He's
so
still
he should
because he's
play.
about to be a free agent, so he has to play.
That's fair. Yeah, he does have to try to get signed somewhere.
I'm afraid next year's gonna be rough for him. He's kind of up there in age, but I don't know, man. Shelf life for running back. Worried
He's
about
like
that.
28.
I think he's closer to 30.
Yeah, he's probably 30.
Damn, he's a sneaky 30.
Yeah.
We got Commanders at the Jets.
That's a game
Possibly-
this week?
It is a game
Oh,
this week.
fuck.
Possibly no.
Throw it away. Throw the whole game away.
It's gonna be. I think they starting
0-0.
Sam Howell versus Trevor Siemian. Yeah, I think that's what we're getting. Because, dude, they're dumb. Jacoby Brissett came in and fucking led them at the end of the game. They should just keep him in. Like they should just fucking start him this week. He gave him the best chance. Terry McLaurin finally fucking had some stats with Jacoby Brissett. Like I don't get why they're not fucking. Why they're going back with Sam Howell.
Well,
Is
Sam
he the
Howell
future
has
of the
had a
team?
great season.
Sure, I agree. He had
a bad game.
At this
He's
point,
also the most sacked quarterback in the league, so that's
Yeah.
not exactly
Yes.
on him.
Yeah.
But
No,
like, if he's
Sam
hurt,
Howell-
they were thinking about playing. I think
Sam
Taylor
Howell
Heineke
should still
instead.
start.
They're talking about playing Taylor Heineke over fucking
Yeah,
Jacoby
that's just
Brissett.
dumb. That's
I agree.
No, that's dumb.
Yes.
Who you guys taking?
I'm taking the Commanders.
Or no, Taylor Heineke's in Atlanta. I forget.
I took the Commanders.
I'm taking the Jets.
Detroit at Minnesota.
Detroit.
It's a dome.
Detroit.
I know, I'm taking Detroit also.
Yeah, Detroit.
Cleveland at Houston. I will take the Browns.
Oh yeah, CJ
No,
Stroud's
CJ
probably not
Yeah,
playing.
potentially no CJ Stroud.
Yeah, it's Browns.
Yeah.
Green Bay at Carolina. I'll take the Packers.
Packers.
Yeah, Packers. Carolina.
God, these games are so
These are rough.
lopsided.
Carolina, I would really like if you just, last week that's cool. You guys won a game, but like you should continue to lose.
I hope
to
you
help
win,
my
Carolina. I
Yeah.
hope you make
Fuck
me
you.
wrong and you win. Because not only does it screw the Bears, but it also screws the Green Bay Packers. So, 2 birds, 1 stone. Go Panthers.
Seattle at Tennessee. I'll take the Seahawks.
Ryan Tannehill's got to be starting, right? Will Levis is out. He got fucking him and Keaton Mitchell. He died last week. Fucking Will Levis. Ryan
Who's he
Tannehill,
throwing to?
Nuke,
It's true.
and that's about it.
He couldn't throw to him
Robert
very.
Wood?
He didn't throw to him.
No, Robert Woods is in Texas.
Ryan Tannehill couldn't throw to him at the beginning of the season. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
He couldn't hit. Nuke didn't play well until Will Levis came in.
I'm taking Seattle.
I'm going to take the Titans.
Do we know if it's Gino or Drew Lock?
No, we don't.
No.
God damn.
You're not going to know until the
Taking
end.
the Titans?
Yeah.
We think Derrick Henry's gonna have a big day, or okay?
Big Derrick Henry Day, baby.
I agree.
Indy at Atlanta.
Ew.
Indy.
I'll take the Colts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Falcons do not deserve to win another game this year.
Falcons do not. Jacksonville at Tampa Bay.
Oh, Battle of Florida. That's an interesting game.
Tampa Bay.
Oh.
Someone needs to win that division, right? And I'd rather see Tampa Bay win it than any of the other 2 that are at the top.
I'm taking Jacksonville just because I need a Travis Etienne day.
I'm going to take Tampa. It's actually a hard one. This should be a good game.
Yeah, that one should be a decent game.
Dallas at Miami should be a fun game. Or they might run all over them. Who knows? But I'm taking Miami.
Taking Miami.
Yeah, Miami.
You sure?
Yeah.
You want a zig? You want a zig?
I need to win.
You want a zig?
I don't need to be last.
Arizona at Chicago.
Well, what games we had differently?
What a dog shit game, too.
Jets.
I'll take the Bears.
I'm also taking the Bears.
Are you gonna,
This would be your chance
Are you
to
gonna zag?
Arizona.
Nice.
New England at Denver. I'll take the Broncos.
yeah.
Yeah.
Broncos country, let's ride.
Would you have said that last week?
No.
I wish it recorded.
Denver, definitely.
Vegas at KC.
I'm taking the Chiefs.
I'm taking the Chiefs.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to get cute over here.
Well, so we're just gonna ignore a team that just came off a 63-point game?
Are you going to?
No.
Dude,
Okay.
Miami fucking put up that fucking
70
dumping on fucking Denver, and then they went fucking play. Or no, against who?
Denver.
Yeah,
and they lost to the
went
Bills
lost
48-20
yeah.
next weekend.
Giants at Eagles.
That is a Monday game?
Dude, Philly is favored
Yeah.
by 12.
I'm taking Philly.
KC is favored by 10. Yeah, I'm taking Philly.
Yeah.
But I hope Saquon goes bananas. Just runs all over them. Says, I'm running all day.
I need a
Alright, another fun game.
big game from AJ Brown.
Potentially,
Really good game. Really, really good game. Potential Super Bowl.
potential Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And Super Bowl rematch.
Baltimore at San Fran.
Yes.
I'm taking the Niners.
Oh, it's in...
It's in San Francisco.
Nice.
We'll take the Ravens.
I'm going to take the Niners.
Big Lamar Jackson Day. This is where Lamar Jackson can pull ahead in that MVP race.
He can. This would be a huge one for him.
And I'm pretty sure they would lock up the number one spot in the AFC.
I think that is correct.
I guess Miami can still get it. They'd have to win 3 in a row and Baltimore lose 2 if they win.
That's going to be such a good game. It's Monday
Yeah,
night.
I'm
God
super
damn.
excited. And I don't have to work the next day.
This weekend, it's...
Christmas.
No, I know that, but like the schedule, we have...
Saturday.
Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Yes, nice. 3 games Monday, 2 games Saturday.
Kathleen's going to love it.
Oh, hey, I'll
It's going
get
to be
to watch,
interesting. Oh, I get to watch them while driving.
I'll watch
Saturday.
Monday Night Football here.
It's going to be some good games.
I'm not going to watch him driving Saturday. I'll be there before that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not doing shit Saturday. I'm not doing shit this
The first
weekend.
game's at 4:30.
I'll be there before that. I'm leaving Friday night or early Saturday morning.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just going to watch the Baltimore game here. Because I'll come over here after Christmas.
All right.
Where do you find a cow with no legs?